Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to your computer applications recorded video session. So, today we'll start the last chapter of your 9th standard textbook. It is chapter 9, Nested for Loops. So, for loops you have learned in the previous lessons and all. Okay, different types of loops are there. So the chapter 9, it is mainly given on nested for loops only. Okay, nested, nested means one within another, that is nested. Okay, so how can we use for loop inside another for loop? Okay, that is explaining in this chapter. So this is very important for your 10th standard board exam. You will get one sure question in section B category. You will get a sure question. Okay, so that is using nested loops. Okay, so actually the while loop, for loop and do while loop, any of these loops can be nested, but it is easy to use, that is for loop only. Okay, so we'll see how can we create for loops as nested. So before that, see the definition for this one, nested loop, that is a loop programmed within another loop. Okay, that is nested loop. So it is used in such a way that the inner loop repeats a number of times for each repetition of the outer loop. Okay, first outer loop means first which loop we are writing or typing, that is outer loop. Okay, so then inside that we are keeping one loop. Okay, that is known as what? Inner loop. Okay, so how many times outer loop repeats, so that much number of time the inner loop also working out. Okay, so the working in all, the loops working in all as usual. Okay, but some differences are there. So we'll see how can we use nested for loop in programs. Usually using this nested loop, you will get questions like to display patterns. Okay, and to find the sum of series, like different types of questions will be given to you. Okay, so we will see how we'll do some programs using nested loop. Okay, so before that, again I'm telling the syntax of the loop is that much thorough to you. Okay, then only you can do this type of programs here. Okay, so I have typed and kept one program here. We'll see. Let us see the question. So I hope till this whatever programs I have given to you, that all you have completed in your notebook. Okay, so don't be delayed for that. Whenever you are seeing the video, that time itself please copy to your notebook. Okay, so this year chapter 9, nested for loops. So the first question, write a Java program to display the given series. Okay, to display the given series. So the series is given here. Pattern. Okay. So the given pattern, so 1 2 3 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, like that. Okay, so the pattern will be given to you. So different varieties of patterns are available. So as such, which pattern is given to you, so based on that you have to write program. So this is the program goes like this way. So class pattern 1 I have given, and public static void main as usual. Okay, so yeah, in this program we are not inputting anything. If you want to input so that time we have to use which one, the import statement and all. So we'll see the program, that is outer loop. I have given a comment here. Okay, outer loop starts here. For int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5. Okay, so till 5 that pattern is continuously going. So if you want to print till 10, so that value can be given as 10. Okay, plus I. So int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, condition true. Okay, then it comes to the inner loop, the loop which is given inside, that is called as what? Inner loop. Okay, so listen carefully. Here for int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I. So i's value it is 1. So j's value now it is 1. So 1 less than or equal to 1, condition true. Okay, then it comes here. This is the body of the inner loop. Okay, so SOP it is given j's value. J's value is what? 1. After that, one space will be there. Okay, and it after printing this statement, see, this is the closing of inner loop. Okay, after printing the statement, plus plus j will be working out. So plus plus j means what? J, that is 2. 2 less than or equal to I. 2 less than or equal to I means i's value is 1. 2 less than or equal to 1. Condition false. Okay. So next it will go this statement. This is part of outer loop only. That is println statement. Okay. Simply a println statement will be displayed on the screen. That means what? Println statement. So the cursor will be moved down. After printing 1, we have to move down, no? So for that only it is given like this way. Okay, and this is the closing of outer loop. No other statements are given. Next, which statement will be working out? This one, plus plus I. After working this one, see outer loops, incrementation will be, or updation will be working out, plus plus I. I's value now 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. Again it comes here, 4 in j equal to 1. So keep in your mind, start from the beginning. J equal to 1. So j less than or equal to I. J less than or equal to I means 1 less than or equal to 2. Condition true. And it comes here, system.out.print, that is j. 1 will be printed, and after that one space. Again plus plus j, j's value 2. 2 less than or equal to 2, condition true. Okay, so again it will comes here, 2 will be printed on the screen, and then again one space. Okay, and plus plus j, j's value 3, 3 less than or equal to 2, condition false. Okay, so this will be working out, system.out.println, the cursor will move to next line. So next it is plus plus i's value 3. Till that, see for this program, what is the value of, till 5 i's value becomes 5, continuously it works on. So what is the value of I? Suppose if a value of i's, i's value it is 5. So 5 times inner loop will be working out, because the nature of the condition is like that, less than or equal to I. Okay. So this way continuously it will working out for this program. Okay, we'll see the output. So before that we have to compile. No syntax errors. So we'll call main. Okay. No need to enter anything. Simply it will print like this way. Okay. Then next question we'll see pattern 2, that is also based on nested for loop. So this is, see, the question goes like this way. This is a series. Okay, write a program to find the sum of given series. Okay, this is actually from your see, unsolved question. Question B, question number 9B. Okay, so one series given, in maths and all different types of series are available, no? So one series given, so sum of that series we have to find. The previous question to display the pattern only, pattern always to display, and series sometimes it will display the series, and otherwise you will get the question like find the sum of series. Okay, so here the series it goes like 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 till 1. See, here we have to give n's value. So suppose n's value are giving 10, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus till plus 10. Okay, so here we have input. So import java.util.scanner is given, and the class name pattern 2. Okay, and so here n's value we have to give. So scanner object have created, and see, enter n, int n equal to in dot next int, then long sum equal to 0. Why it is given like, suppose if I am giving 100, so the value will be, see, 1 plus 2 plus 3, like suppose I am giving 1000, so big sum. Okay, so the longest value, so that's why only long integer is given. Okay, and see, so the loop starts here. just see how it is working. Okay, so yeah, for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n. That means till n it will be working out. Okay, so the inner loop it is given in j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I. Okay, that is also somewhat same. And so first it's i's value 1, j's value also 1, 1 less than or equal to 1, condition true. Sum equal to sum plus j, that is sum plus equal to j means what? Sum equal to sum plus j. So that is sum's present value to 0, 0 plus 1, 1 will be stored. Okay, next j plus j's value 2, 2 less than or equal to 1, condition false. So here nothing to see. Again in outer loop no statements. Okay, you know, in this is outer loop, this curly bracket closed here, and this is inner loop, this curly bracket closed here. This is out of the loop only, because we need, that is depends on the question, we need the final result only. That's why we not giving inside the loops. Okay, and j plus plus will work. J's value checks to the I, condition is false. Next I plus plus, or i's value 2, 2 less than or equal to n. Suppose I have given 10. Okay, so 2 less than or equal to 10, condition true. Okay, j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, that is C, 1 less than or equal to 2, condition true. Sum equal to sum plus j. Okay, so previously 1 is there, again 1 sum equal to sum plus j. So again 1 will be adding with, then j plus plus, j's value 2, j 2 less than or equal to I. So 2 will be adding along with that. Okay, again j plus plus will work, j's value 3, 3 less than or equal to 2, condition false. Okay, next it will move to the outer loop incrementation. Whenever the inner loop incremented and it checks the condition, when the condition becomes true, then only outer loop increment will be working out. Okay, so i's value now 3, again it checks the condition 3 less than or equal to n. So n is given 10. Example, so condition is true. J, again it starts from the beginning. J equal to 1, j less than or equal to I means 3, i's value is 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be done, and adding along with the sum. Again C, j plus plus, j's value 3, condition checks the condition, so the condition becomes false. So that time what we'll do, I plus plus. So till that whenever it C equal to the value of n, till that continuously goes on working. Okay, finally whenever the outer condition becomes false, okay, the outer loop's condition becomes false. Suppose it is 10 we are given, 10 less than or equal to 10 it will work. Then I plus plus 11, 11 less than or equal to 10, condition false. So whenever the outer loop's condition becomes false, so the complete loops will terminate, and whatever statements we are giving after the loop. Okay, so here SOP statement is given sum equal to sum. So what is the value given inside or stored or calculated inside sum and stored inside sum, it will be taken for printing. Okay, so compile, no syntax errors. Okay, main. Okay, value I'm giving 10. So 220, that is 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3, like that till 10 it will be continuously adding and stored in the sum variable. Okay, so both the question, so read the textbook as well, both the question you copy to your notebook. Okay, so learn the program, practice the program. That's all for today. Thank you.